Part 1. Why did you study in history lessons when you were at school?
We studied about the different kings of my country and the different periods in the history, the different eras in our contemporary history and old history. But the focus was mainly on the contemporary history and about the deeds of the different kings and about the things they did, some of them good, some of them bad, mainly about these topics.
Did you enjoy studying history at school?
Not at all. Actually, I hated history at that time because there were lots of facts and figures that we had to memorize at that time. And I did not have an immediate understanding of why we had to memorize all that stuff at that time. I did not find and I did not recognize the immediate implication of those items that we had to memorize in my life. So I liked, as much as I like history now, at that time, I preferred not to memorize all that stuff.
How often do you watch TV programs about history now?
Not very often. I don't watch programs about history. But if I come across a program about history, an interesting program, I wouldn't skip it. It's not that I consciously go and find a program about history and watch it. It's not like that. But if I happen to see some program somewhere, maybe on TV, I would watch it.
What period in history would you like to learn more about?
It's not about history of my country. Actually, it's about history, a period in English history. Since I studied English literature at university, I am in love with English literature. Specifically, I would like to learn more about the Elizabethan era. That's the era when Shakespeare lived. I would like to learn about the zeitgeist at that time, the spirit of the age, like what was it like to live at that time, okay? What were the sentiments at that time? I would like to know that.
Part 2. Describe the neighborhood you lived in when you were a child. You should say where in your town or city the neighborhood was, what kind of people lived there, what it was like to live in this neighborhood, and explain whether you would like to live in this neighborhood in the future.
Okay. All right, I'm ready to talk. When I was a child, I used to live in a very popular neighborhood in my city, and it is located in the center of the city, and I really liked that neighborhood at that time. It was a really quiet neighborhood, and it was kind of handy at that time. There was a supermarket available, there was a pharmacy, I remember, available within walking distance, and I really liked that neighborhood. And at that time, there used to be a lot of houses, not apartments. And that's one of the things that made it really great, because there were lots of houses, and we had a really big house with a really big yard with a small swimming pool inside, lots of trees inside, a really huge apple tree. So I really liked that neighborhood specifically because of this factor. And the people that lived in that area, in that neighborhood, were the original people of my city, because I lived in the city center and it was one of the first developed areas in that area. Like I said, the pace of life was really slow at that time. The technology as we know it today was not that progressed, and people were not submerged in technology, and actually there was no technology. Okay, life was very simple back then. And right now I cannot say that I would like to live in that neighborhood again, because The streets were really narrow and really small, and now that area is really built up. There are lots of high-rise buildings, lots of apartments, and I cannot get the feeling I used to get at that time when I was a child. So an honest answer to that question is no, I wouldn't like to live in that neighborhood anymore.
Part 3. What sort of things can neighbors do to help each other?
Many different things. For example, you can help some elderly neighbors that you might have with their shopping. You can help them when they need something. You can buy them for them. For instance, if a neighbor is locked out or locked in, you can help them. You can look after their children for a while, or maybe their cats or dogs. Maybe if they want to go away for a couple of days, you can water their plants, stuff like that.
How well do people generally know their neighbors in your country?
I think my country people love their neighbors and they know them pretty well. If there is this connection between neighbors because they are exposed to each other on a daily basis, they see each other a lot and they like their neighbors. They like to spend time together. They like to invite them to their homes. I think they know each other pretty well.
How important do you think it is to have good neighbors?
It's really important. Because like I said earlier, you see your neighbors more than you see your parents sometimes, more than you see your friends. So they are the ones that you're exposed to most of the time. I think maintaining a good relationship, a healthy relationship with your neighbors is a must, and it's essential for a healthy relationship, you know. And I think that's really important to have good neighbors.
Which facilities are most important to people living in cities?
People living in cities, I think first and foremost is public transport. It's really important to have good, efficient public transport. For instance, buses that run frequently, or maybe a subway would be a plus. And another thing is to have facilities for sports, like a gym or a community center for people to gather and spend time together. They are really essential, in my opinion.
How does shopping in small local shops differ from shopping in large city center shops?
I think when it is something really small, like some fresh produce, like dairy products, you would normally go to a small local shop because the kind of stuff they have is usually fresher and it's easily available, it's readily available to you. But when you want to do a big weekly or monthly shopping, I myself would rather go to a big shopping mall because there is parking, and then I can load 1 or 2 carts, shopping carts, and I can easily like put them in the trunk of the car, and I can bring them home very easily. And the prices are more competitive. Sometimes some items are sold at cheaper prices.
Do you think that children should always go to the school nearest to where they live?
I think yes, as long as the schools are good enough, that would be a great advantage for the children to go to schools near where they live, because having to commute every day a long time from home to school, that would tire them, especially in the morning. They wake up in the morning, they have energy, and then they waste some of that energy, maybe walking, maybe riding a bike, or maybe staying or riding a school bus. That would waste some of their energy and some of their time. You have to wake up early in the morning. So as far as that goes, I think that's essential for children to go to schools where they live. Not only that, but also on the side of the government, it's essential to establish and to have good schools in every neighborhood in the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.